power, it's in the air, especially the M1 Macbook Air. I've been using this for about 3 weeks and I can definitely agree with the statement that Apple has advertised this M1 Macbook Air. Today I'm going to be doing my unboxing and first impressions of the M1 Macbook Air. Once you've opened the box, you do get the manual as well as some Apple stickers, and you also do get the unusually short, in my opinion, charger compared to other modern Windows PCs. As well as this, you also do get the 13.5-inch MacBook Air in its space grey glory. This thing is pretty easy to set up. You just have to put in some personal information, of course, like the language. You have to log in with your Apple ID, connect to the Wi-Fi, of course, and then you should be ready. One thing I do recommend checking though is checking if you have any software updates, because Apple did update their devices across the board, and this means that you might miss out on some new features, and I talked about the features in iOS 14.5, and you can check out that video up here or up here. So the design of the M1 Macbook Air, in my opinion, is an amazing design. It's really sleek in your hands and it's not heavy at all. It's actually really light. Well, the hinge is really high quality. It's got the right amount of tension and release, which is great in my opinion. Now the keyboard. You use it every single day to type or text or do anything really, and this keyboard is really high quality. Now, not everything about this computer is perfect, which I'll talk about in my long-term review, but the keyboard is definitely one of those things that is just bang on. It's not too, it gives it enough feedback in my opinion, and it has the right amount of balance, and it's just an amazing keyboard. Also on this keyboard, we do have a Touch ID, which is also a power button, which means you can unlock your device, but you might accidentally turn it off when you're trying to unlock it. It's annoying, but at least it works. Okay, so let's talk about the I/O. Now this has a few options, not too many, unfortunately. You've got 2 USB 4 ports, and you also do have a USB 3.5mm jack so that you'll be able to listen to music. Fans, right? I'm a fan of the M1 Mac, but the M1 Mac has no fans. I don't know if you guys get that, because it doesn't have any fans. It's silent. If you're going to be doing, tasks like this, like video editing, it's going to get hot, yes, but it won't have any fans to spin up and, annoy you if you're trying to do some video editing, then your video editor quit or something. You won't have any fans, like that annoying fan noise when you're doing some intense work. It means you'll be able to go through your workflow in complete silence. Now, if you're enjoying the video so far, I'd really appreciate it if subscribe down below for more quality tech content. I'm Mensah and I make tech reviews on everything to do with tech based on the tech niche, and I post every single week. Anyway, let's get on with the video. Okay, so let's talk about performance. I'm sure you can agree with me that performance is one of the most important things about a laptop, and this laptop does not fail to disappoint. You've got an 8-core CPU and a 7-core GPU, and a CPU, if you don't know already, is basically the brains of the computer which controls everything from task doing to web browsing to even a little bit of gaming, because that CPU tells the GPU what to do in those cases. As I've said, that's why it's the brains of the computer. You can have many tabs open in whatever browser you use, and this means you'll be able to multitask in all cases, which I think is great. You can also run multiple apps at once, which is great for multitasking again, and you can use a trackpad and very smoothly cycle through the apps, which I think is amazing. No lag whatsoever in my case. Video editing and everything is just amazing with optimized apps. For example, Photoshop. You can open Photoshop really fast because it is optimized for the M1, and more apps are on the way. This screen is absolutely amazing. It is really color accurate with true tone technology, so that your tones of whatever you're looking at is true and vibrant. In general, it's just going to make your photos and videos just pop. If you're a content creator, this has an amazing screen and it will not let you down. It does actually get really bright, which is great, and it gets really low as well, which means you won't have to strain your eyes. And obviously this all runs on Mac OS Big Sur. Now this is an amazing software in my opinion. From Windows, it's kind of really hard to understand what the software does, but it's an absolutely amazing software. I don't really mind the extruded bevel kind of thing on some of the apps like iMessage and FaceTime. I actually quite like it. I also love Siri, the default voice assistant for these Apple computers, because it's actually really conversational and it's an absolutely amazing voice assistant in my opinion. In conclusion, in my opinion, this is an absolutely amazing laptop if you're looking for a faster laptop that can get what you want done. A breath of fresh Apple air. Alright guys, so that wraps it up for this video. If you'd like to check out more of my content, be sure to subscribe so that you don't miss out on any more, and also check out my video that YouTube specially picked for you up here, and also be sure to check out my Beats video if you guys want some more Apple content and if you're looking into getting some, well, in my opinion, overpriced headphones. The review's on the way. Anyway, that wraps it up for this video. See you guys in the next one. Peace.